Hello, I'm Isaac,
I'm purple.
and welcome back to Isaac and Purple. Just to clarify, from the end of last episode, we don't actually hate each other.
Oh, you don't?
Don't get too big of a head about it.
Okay.
I still kind of hate you.
Alright. I can accept that.
I think there's something we were supposed to get in here that we missed. Great start of the episode, we're lost.
Wait, no, do the thingy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're never lost in this game.
Which I think is a plus and a negative. I mean, it's good because, like you said, you're never lost, but you also always know exactly where to go. So I think it kind of... But I mean, the one thing is in like...
I was like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run for it! And,
I heard that. He has armor.
Yeah, I see. I shot in between his legs like twice. In a game like BioShock, you know how it has the little arrow at the top of the screen to tell you where to go?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played the game with the arrow on. I always turn it off just because I think half the fun of playing BioShock is, you know, just exploring and finding everything on your own. But that's just my opinion.
So back on the topic we were talking about, horror games. What?
I need to get the other part of it.
Yeah.
Here, let me sell some stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering, like, what was your... So it's not Amnesia.
Yeah, I mean, I still like Amnesia.
Can't get
And by the way, we're
water.
talking about games that have scared us the most, not exactly our favorite horror games. For me, I think the game that probably scared me the most... Honestly, a lot of people don't think Resident Evil 4 is that frightening. But the first time I played it, it scared me pretty good. Whenever I got to the village the first time, and it just throws like tons of enemies at you, and then it throws one of the chainsaw guys at you all at once, and that scared me pretty good. But as a game as a whole, I think I'll have to go with Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is really good at building tension, and I got the line gun, by the way. By the end of the game, some of the tension's gone just because you've dealt with the aliens so much. But really, at its best, Alien Isolation is really frightening, in my opinion. So what about you, Caleb?
Well, first off, with Alien Isolation, I don't even think I have it in me to actually play through that game. It's not because of the alien, it's because of the, what are they called?
Working Joes?
Working Joes. They terrify me for obviously for my fear of animatronics and stuff like that. So, hey buddy.
Hey, you alright? Okay, I'll send help.
Well, let me think.
Okay, so here's the problem. Now that we have two weapons, we have to carry ammo for both of them, which is going to seriously eat up our inventory space. But we should be fine right now. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking. Okay, so here's the thing. So I guess, yeah, maybe one of the games that... But I wouldn't say Alien Isolation, because I actually haven't played through
Yeah.
the entirety of the game.
So, like, scariest game you've actually beaten.
Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with me on this, and they might say, like, no, it's not scary. But the Five Nights at Freddy's series actually scares me a whole lot. And, I mean, for me, it's just because, that's what scares me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're afraid of animatronics, you can't get a whole lot worse than Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, that's the entirety of the series is a fear of animatronics.
Like, when I was playing, when I play through those games, I can literally only handle playing one night per actual night.
Well, I mean, that's how I kind of was with Alien Isolation, it took me a long time to beat the game, because I would play, maybe one chapter, and then it would stress me. I was like, alright, we're done for now. That's all we get. Brogan? Oh, I think we need a key. Yeah. We're gonna have to go up here and get a key.
Ah, stupid.
My favorite horror game... Honestly, it'd probably be a toss-up between this and Resident Evil 4. There's certain things in both of them that I like more than the other, and it really just kind of... Either one... Both of them I've played so many times just because I love playing them so much.
Yeah, you actually, you love playing horror games.
Horror is probably my favorite genre. Survival horror. You guys just chill? Just because I really like inventory management and just kind of that creeping around every corner, you know, not sure what's going to happen type feeling. I mean, one game that's more recent that's kind of been a little controversial is The Evil Within. Because a lot of people are like, oh, the game sucks. Or, you know, it's not nearly as good as Resident Evil 4. Because it was made by the guy that made all the Resident Evils up to Resident Evil 4. And then after that, it was taken over by other people. I believe. I might be wrong on that. But I actually really enjoyed it. It definitely has its problems. But overall, I think it's really good. Okay, so we're in a vacuum right now. Which means we will suffocate if we don't get out of here quick. But we'll be fine.
Yeah, funny that you mentioned like your favorite genre of video games is survival horror. I don't actually know if I actually have a favorite genre of video games.
I mean, survival horror is probably my favorite genre just because there's a lot of my favorite games are either survival horror games or they have survival horror elements. But I will say I like a lot of different games. I mean, we both play a lot of really different games. It's not like we just play, you know, just shooters or whatever.
Yeah. Between the two of us, who do you think plays the more obscure games?
I'd say you probably play more obscure games than I do. Just because, I mean, you're really into, I don't know, you don't really like a lot of the just standard, you know, shooter games or anything. And I mean, I'm not a big in fact, I really don't like Call of Duty at all. But I still, you know, I can play just a straight shooter game every once in a while and have a good time. But you really, at least from what I've gathered, you don't seem to really like shooters all that much.
Yeah, they're not my...
I mean, honestly, this is one of the only... And wait, have you played Dead Space, or have you... Yeah, you played Dead Space.
Yeah, I played Dead Space 1 and 2.
And this is really one of the only shooter games I know that you've played. This and... Bioshock and Resident Evil, but,
yeah,
you know, all of those games, none of them are just straight shooters, you know?
Right, yeah, there's other elements to them.
Like, you know, this is a survival horror game with shooter elements. And then Bioshock's an RPG with shooter elements. Oh, I mean, a shooter with RPG elements, but still. So, I mean, I don't know if I even know of any straight shooter games that you've played. Also, you don't like sports games, but neither do I. Neither of us really like sports. So these zero gravity areas can be kind of disorienting. Hey, come on.
Hi! He's like a vampire. He wants your blood.
I think between the two of us, we can play pretty much any game, you know, and have a good time with it. Except for sports games.
Yeah.
Nope.
That orchestra is really going for it.
There's just all the violins are having a violent seizure at the same time.
Oh, hi. That's right. You guys don't need to breathe.
If you had to pick a genre, what do you think would be your favorite genre? Or just one genre that you probably play a lot more than most people will do? Or I guess this is one way to put it. Like, if there's a game of this genre that's really not that great, but you can still have a good time with it, just because you like that type of game a lot.
Of this genre, like a shooter?
No, of like any, like what genre do you think is just like let's say, like with me, like Evil Within, The Evil Within's probably not a great survival horror game. Like, I know it's not a great survival horror game.
Oh, hi.
But I still, just because I love survival horror games so much, I've still had a really good time with it and still liked it a lot. Are there any genres like that for you?
Oh, I guess let's just go with shoot 'em up games, space shoot 'em up.
Yeah, you do play a lot of space shooters.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, I play, you know, some shooters that you would probably never play, but you play spaceship shooters that I would never play.
So like, I think, I guess an example of that would be like, let's see. I don't know. For the most part, most space shoot 'em ups I play, I like. I mean, like, let's say the old Gradiuses and R-Types and stuff like that. Like,
You found something.
I like them and I think they're really fun, but like, I don't go back and play them too often just because of
All this
how much it takes out of me to just get through one.
what I saw.
And see,
Erase this.
basically this guy's just talking crazy stuff.
Letting anyone down on the count.
Not in anything super
You
important.
can cancel.
Learn more.
There you go.
I didn't play the Dark Souls or Demon Souls games. Oh no, not these guys. I might die here because they all got on me. I almost died. See how much that took? This guy's can and see those are where the force gun and the flamethrower come
Yeah,
useful.
they were the reason I got a flamethrower.
And that's why I kept the force gun, because really the flamethrower and the force gun aren't super useful against normal necromorphs, because the force gun does a bunch of spreaded damage, and the flamethrower does damage over time because you light them on fire. And but for those little guys where all it takes is one hit to get rid of them, you really just need something that can get rid of them quickly. What were we talking about?
Genre of games that we
Oh,
like.
yeah. Well, let's set off this bomb.
And then we'll end the episode.
Aw, yeah.
Nice. Isaac, you're staying pretty close.
Yeah, Isaac, maybe you should have backed up a little bit.
He's like,
He's like, maybe I should have used a fuse. Oh, well. All right. Whenever we come back tomorrow, we will go and get the captain's rig so we can get to the bridge, I think. I think that's where we're going next. We'll find out tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.